I'm so happy to be here.
In Ukraine, it's very simple to entrance the university.
So I came to teach kids to play sports, football.
Do you like Ukrainian food?
No, I was shocked.
If you look around, there's no rubbish.
Привіт, з вами Ніна. Чому іноземці з усього світу приїжджають в Україну? Сьогодні ми поспілкуємося з 7 іноземцями з різних країн і спитаємо, що їх принесло в Україну, та які були у них перші реакції. Також вони розкажуть, де в Україні, в яких містах вони були і де ще хочуть побувати в Україні. Сьогоднішній випуск дуже цікавий, як і багато випусків на каналі Ніна-Україна. Якщо ви ще не підписані, будь ласка, підпишіться знизу. Якщо вам сподобається дивитися відео, не забудьте поставити вподобайку. А я бажаю вам усім приємного перегляду. Побачимося в кінці відео. Ніна-Україна. Hey, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Alexander Goglidze. I'm from Georgia. I am living in Ukraine now. I have businesses. I'm doing some business with my friends, and it's normal country for this, I think.
And what kind of business?
I cannot say it.
It's a secret.
It's secret, yes.
Okay.
No, nothing illegal.
I'm Tim. I'm from Great Britain. This is Darren. Hello.
Darren.
And
Nice
we're here with work, doing security.
Okay.
That's all you need to say.
Okay.
My name is Mehmet. I am from Turkey. I am a civil engineer. And I work in Ukraine now. I am living in Belasarpa for just 2 months.
Hi, my name is Aref. I'm from Iran. I'm so happy to visit your country. I'm studying university. I'm a student. I'm studying project management in the building.
Do you like it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I like Kiev, Ukraine, and my field of my study.
My name is Mohammed Javad, but I have a double name. My parents called me Javad. Sometimes my friends call me Mohammed Javad.
Is it tradition to have double?
It's a double name. It's not tradition, but in Iran we have something like this double name, like Muhammad Ali, you know, I think. And my name is Mohammed Javad, is also double name. And because Muhammad is our Muslims prophet, that's why in every name, the first for respect we put Muhammad. Okay, and I'm photojournalist, I'm a photographer, freelancer photographer, and international photojournalist. I visited some events like footballs or some political events for photography for my news agency. And I study in Ukraine. I'm a medical student. I finished third course. Yeah, medical photographer. Yes, all my friends told about this.
Hello, I'm Hugo. I'm from Portugal and I'm a sports manager agent. And I came to Kyiv very recently.
My name is Yusuf Ali. I'm from Egypt and I'm studying medicine. It's my 5th year in Ukraine.
How to finish?
Yeah, and that's a sad thing. No, really, I'm nervous about it. I'm really nervous about it because I don't want to leave Ukraine, really, for sure. I can do my residency here. I never asked how or the process or something like that, but I'm a bit sure. Like, I can do my residency here. I would like to stay my whole life, and I'm not saying that because we're taking a video or something like that. No, really, when she asked me, you want to be asked some question about Ukraine, I said, that's my pleasure. I always think about it.
Why did you decide to visit Ukraine?
I think that there are good people living here. They are warm. They have friendship with Georgian people because it's neighborhood.
It was down to our work.
Okay.
So a client decided to bring us out here, and that's what we do.
In Turkey you have more stress, but it's very relaxed to work here. So I'm so happy being here. Probably I would like to learn Ukraine, but I studied Russian in Belarus. They say my Russian is better, and first of all I want to improve my Russian very well. Then I can start to learn some Ukrainian stuff. I heard that people say that Ukrainian language is very nice.
One way, I just have this way.
Actually, I wanted to go abroad for study medicine, I researched about different countries like Russia, like Ukraine, like Belarus and other countries. But I decided to study in Ukraine because of Ukraine is very cheapest country in Europe, and it has very beautiful girls and simple study and good peoples, I think. Simple study because in Iran we have a very huge and hard concours. It's a big exam. For example, 500,000 students take a part in exam for be a doctor, for enter the medical university. But maybe 1,000 or 2,000 from 500,000 can enter the university. But in Ukraine it's very simple to entrance the university. That's why. I study in Taras Shevchenko Biology and Medicine Institute, and I finished third course actually, and I have correct after 1 month.
I met a friend and she invited me to come to make a volunteering, international volunteering. So I said, why not? Let's go to do international volunteering in Kiev. The details of the contract I cannot reveal. They are very, very secret. So I come to teach kids to play sports, football, and as well to train their English at the same time, to have discipline, to have fast thinking. So when you give like training of football or futsal and you speak English, you are not just working the sports or the physical activity, but as well their minds, their opening. So it was very interesting to provide this time to them. I never did volunteering in football out of my country. In my country I do, but outside I never did.
First of all, it was like a coincidence because I had a friend. He just like finished his first year of medicine, and I was in Egypt. He got back to Egypt, and I was depressed because I didn't got my diploma, my high school diploma for the first time. It was a bit hard because it was a French baccalaureate, not Egyptian. Egyptian one is like a nightmare. I studied in France for 4 years, and the fifth one was just like that. Medicine in Ukraine, it would be easy for you to subscribe and do all the things, and I came. I was shocked because I lived in France, for example, and I lived some winters, 3 winters in France, but never was like this. Yeah, the I felt my stereotypes. Yeah, real cold. And
Did you get some warm clothes?
I will not prepare. I thought it will be like just France or something like that. You know, it will be -10 but my first month I was in Poltava. When I came to Dnipro, it wasn't like that. It was a bit fine, you know.
Is it your first time in Ukraine?
I have been in Ukraine sometimes, 2 or 3 times, but now I should live here month 3 for. I
And
think.
then you will leave.
I will go after this in Minsk. I'm living there.
Just
Georgian who lives in Minsk and rest in Ukraine.
It's a very, very lovely country, I've got to say. There were 1 or 2 reservations about us coming out, what you hear, what you see in the media, but honestly, Kiev, I've fallen in love with the city. It's gorgeous. Lovely people, beautiful architecture, nice restaurants. Very nice restaurants, yeah.
What's
Doing
your
a lot of
favorite
good restaurants.
restaurant?
Oh, well, I like Alaska.
I have been here 2 times before. The first one was 6 years ago in Kyiv and in Cherkasy, and the last one was in Lvov. It was 2 years ago. I'm just visiting for 3 days. That's all. There is a Turkish company here which built a road, and I decided to work with them. Now I'm here and I'm so happy to be here.
About 4 years, in Ukraine.
I'm for a month, just for a month.
1 month versus a year.
4 weeks, 4 years. It's beautiful.
Oh.
I'm so happy. Everything I think is very beautiful. City is beautiful. Girls are beautiful. Everything is good.
Well, I arrived to Kyiv by airplane, and it was 15 days ago. It was a very nice trip. They give me food in the airplane, so I said, wow, I'm going to Kyiv for the first time. Wow, I was already in Lvov. Is my second time.
Where have you been in Ukraine?
A lot of parks are here around. I love Mariinsky and I live there near Mariinsky Dam. I love a lot of beautiful places which you can see, rest there. I think it's pleasure for everyone to sit. I want to go. A lot of churches are here, museums, lot of. If there will be time for this. I will do it. I was in Germany, I was in Holland, I was in Georgia. I live there. Belarus, Ukraine, Russia. I want to see a lot of countries because tourism, it's funny. I came in Kyiv week 2 ago. I want to go in Odessu, тоже Kharkov. I want to see. It's necessary that there was a time for see everything.
Do you like Ukrainian food?
No. Kievские котлеты. I eat them, but no, I like. Вареники, I eat a lot of вареники, сырники, вареники. I have eat everything, but Georgian food for me more tasty.
Well, we've been working, so we've not really, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have to stay within the confinements of the city. But we've done a lot of restaurants, we enjoy. We'd like to go and visit a few more places, but obviously maybe next time, Darren and I were discussing that we would like to come out with our ladies and bring them for a tour of the city. We had a brilliant haircut the other day. What was the guy? Little Iraqi guy?
Haircut.
This haircut, yeah. Yeah, Ukrainian haircuts.
By an Iraqi man?
Yeah.
By a man from Iraq.
Cities would you like to visit apart from Kyiv?
Yeah, I've got to be honest, I don't know too much about the geography of Ukraine as yet. Obviously, we'd like to go to
Odessa, we thought maybe it'd be worth
Lviv.
visiting.
No, it's a beautiful country. When we drove in, we drove through down from Poland, and it's a kind of a bit of shock when you go across the border and you hit those really small roads because you just expect it to be like a motorway all the way into Kiev, and it's not. And it was quite late at night when we got here, so we didn't really appreciate the beauty of the city until you wake up the next day and you look out, everything's so clean. If you look around, there's no rubbish. Unfortunately, graffiti is it's a scourge of everywhere, isn't it?
So graffiti is not art for you,
No, it's not. We're very lucky that we travel a lot with our work. We travel all over the world, and graffiti is just everywhere. So it's a shame because it spoils. But your monuments and your churches, they're so clean.
Oh, you mean graffiti in a bad way, like some?
Oh, in a bad way. But you feel the passion of the city here, very much so.
I just come to here 30 minutes ago. Now we will walk around really. So we will start from now on the video. I've been in Lviv. It was really nice. Yeah, it was 2 years ago, and I was there with my girlfriend. My girlfriend was from Belarus, and it was a really nice time to be there. And I went to the opera. It was really nice. Now I want to visit Odessa, maybe next week.
I went to Hydro Park, up going to near river, the Dnipro, and walk to Kreshati.
Actually, during these 4 years, I had a lot of time for travel, for walking, for visit many places, and actually maybe 80 or 90% places in Kiev and in Ukraine I visited. Maybe another cities in Ukraine I traveled, because my job is photography. I traveled to Khmelnytskyi Oblast, like Medjubi Castle. It's after Letichiv in Medjubi village. And I was in Kamyanets-Podilsky, Lviv, Odessa, Venezia, Uman. Actually, I had a travel around Venezia Oblast, Turudulubivka village. It's a very small village that there is a very beautiful and heart-shaped lake. Yeah, heart-shaped lake. I did photography from this lake. I'm freelance photographer, but sometimes I have a project like photo session, like street photo session, or maybe wedding. But more times I do photojournalists, like important events. From the cities, Lviv is a very beautiful city. We will go there maybe. Because Lviv is very beautiful city. Actually, I think it's like Italy, I guess. Yeah, because of the streets and because of the building, it's very historical and very beautiful. I think it's a touristic city, I think. Yeah, a lot of tourists, yeah. Yeah, food is very delicious. Also chocolate. Yeah, Lviv handmade chocolate also. Yes, it's very delicious, yes.
And what cities would you like to visit in Ukraine?
Odessa, I think.
Of course, Odessa, I think Odessa for summer is very good. And I want to visit Kharkov. The Kharkov has a lot of professional university for my study.
I visit the most important place, that is Maidan, where there was the Revolution of Dignity in 2014, so I went there. I went as well to Park Shevchenko, that where I know that was a famous writer and not the player, the football player, Shevchenko. I said, wow. And I went to this beautiful cathedral that I recommend all the world to come and visit, St. Andrews, and take a photo, but also to go inside. So I feel very, very happy to see this kind of culture, architecture, because in the West we don't have. So it was a nice experience. As well, I went to the river.
Have you been to
Sofievsky as well, so too, yeah. Okay. This one here in the top, Lviv, well, I found it very, very genuine city, cultural, original, not modernized. That is amazing. Lviv keep saving the culture through the centuries, the architecture, the way of be, the way of live, and at the same time they could innovate their like restaurants inside, interior design with not modern designs but with the nature products like wood, plants, and that's so rich, genuine, different. So I make all this environment and as well the experience that you have there, different kind of bars, level of bars, rooftops, architecture as well, even the streets are beautiful. Old architecture make it like a trip on the time. Lviv is a time machine. I would like to visit, let's see, Venezia.
Venezia. Who told you to visit Venezia?
My friend.
Your friend.
Maybe Odessa, why not? And more different cities instead of being the more tourists. So small cities with particular history, waiting for recommendations.
I visited Dnipropetrovsk, Poltava, Kyiv.
And Kyiv.
And that's it.
What other cities would you like to visit?
Odessa. Yeah. And all my friends, like, they're just talking about Lviv. They're just obsessed about Lviv. Let's begin with Dnipropetrovsk, because my first 3 years was there, and I like that city. Yeah, and that's my second year in Kyiv. It was a good experience to live in a city. I'm from Cairo, so I got used to the capital and the big city life, you know? Dnipro wasn't like that. It was a small city. First I got to Dnipro, I thought that I will stay here. I will stay here for my whole life. I don't know why.
What are your impressions about Ukraine?
You have an identity, which is nice. Is that nice? It's good.
Yeah, very nice.
Actually, it's really different from Turkey. It's very green and there are a lot of forests, and I love it. I love green. And you have a lot of lakes and rivers, and it's so nice. Near Dnipro, I have a friend in Cherkazy. So I like Ukraine so much, and it's a clean country, I think. Yeah, clean country, clean and green.
All people are friendly and everything is nice, beauty.
There is a freedom here because in our country we have a lot of limited, you know, but here there are a lot of freedom. Like you can drink very free here. You can walk with your girlfriend here very free. and a lot of things that I cannot say in this video because of some reasons I cannot say. But actually, Ukraine is also beautiful country, green country, yeah, and beautiful ladies.
First of all, it's a very culture.
ніна-україна.
Дякую, що дивилися це відео до кінця. Якщо вам сподобалося його дивитися, не забудьте поставити вподобайку, також внизу прокоментуйте, який з героїв вам був найбільш цікавим. Якщо ви не знаєте, що прокоментувати, то просто напишіть привіт з того населеного пункту, де ви зараз знаходитеся. Буде приємно побачити і почути, звідки ви. Тому, будь ласка, напишіть, і YouTube просуне це відео, сподіваюсь, більша кількість людей, якщо тут буде багато коментарів, багато вподобайок. І я сподіваюся, також багато іноземців зможуть побачити це відео, і коли ситуація з подорожами стане краще, відвідують Україну. Також, будь ласка, перевірте, чи ви підписані на канал Ніна Україна, чи у вас стоїть дзвіночок. Дзвіночок – це дуже важливо, щоб бачити оповіщення з новими відео. Я з нетерпінням чекаю вас побачити наступному відео, а якщо вам ще цікаво дивитися відео з реакціями іноземців на Україну, є ще в мене 4 відео такого формату. Ось тут буде посилання на такі відео. Ви можете подивитися також, які стереотипи і міфи іноземці вважають існують про Україну, і також реакції іноземців з різних країн на Україну. Друзі, до речі, завела нещодавно свій патрон, щоб була можливість підтримати мене. Є декілька рівнів. Можу показувати ваш логін в кінці відео, якщо ви мене підтримуєте. Ну, якщо вам цього всього не треба, але ви просто такий класний і такий добрий, що хочете підтримати мою діяльність, мені це буде надзвичайно приємно і мотивуючи далі робити такі відео. Переходьте за посиланням внизу, там буде посилання на патрон. Бажаю вам всього найкращого.